Surprise bill? Need fast funds? CashNet USA can help. When you need money fast, be the hero.
Apply in minutes at cashnetusa.com and get a fast decision. All loans subject to lender approval. Speed of funding is subject to verifications and your bank's processing times.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other topics, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Welcome.
Just the two of us, bro.
Just
how it's always meant to be, dude. Yeah. All right, guys, let's fucking read the intro in. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, squad? It's your main man, Ninja, back at it again with another episode of AFK. Today we're flipping the script, Reno, and shining the spotlight on someone who's been a crucial part, I don't know about crucial, of the Ninja team, none other than the one and the only Andre. That's right, folks. We're diving in deep into the world of my right-hand man and left hand, if you know what I mean. And trust me, you're in for a treat, so buckle up, get ready to embark on an adventure filled with laughs, insights, and a whole lot of ninja magic. Andre, how the hell are you, buddy?
Dude, I'm good. How are you?
Dude, I'm vibing, dude. It's just a beautiful Tuesday.
It is.
Got a great stream session already, dude. You already know.
Yeah, had a great
call. Getting it done, dude. We had a great call with our agent, CAA, talking about Ninja New Year's and laying it down.
You did, yeah. You did do that.
I'm over it, dude. I'm over it. I don't want to do, for those guys who, I mean, if you guys didn't watch Ninja New Year's last year, like, you know, on paper, it was, you know, it went well. I mean, it went well. We made money on it, which wasn't even my goal. I just wanted to, you know, bring Ninja New Year's back again because I really did just enjoy the concept and hanging out with people and stuff like that. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but, you know, they were just trying to force basically the same type of concept, bouncing all over the place, and me like hosting it, and it just didn't sound intriguing to me. So we're gonna go a little something different this year. I'm excited about it. But this is about me, dude. Well, it kind of is.
It is.
It is a little bit of both. It's about Andre. It's getting to know Andre, the main event. We're jumping right into the meat potatoes, dude. Andre, where did you come from, bro? And how did you get into gaming and Twitch?
Ooh, that's a long one.
I know we're here, dude.
Yeah, I know. I come from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Proud to be Puerto Rican. Born and raised there my entire life, and moved to US, you know, for college and stuff like that. But been around Twitch, and you know this story. I've never been a Ninja
I know the story.
I've never been a Ninja fan. I was always a Tim the Tapman fan.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fine, dude. You know, Tim's my best friend, so of course I'm gassed to hear that. You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
Of course, played all the Gears of War was my favorite game growing up. Love that. Call of Duty, of course, you know, playing cops and robbers with the friends, all yelling in Spanish. My mom yelling at me like, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "No."
In Spanish? She's yelling at you?
Yeah, dude. I was downstairs, like in the little gaming room that we had growing up. Me and my brothers, I hated Halo growing up. I know that was your game, but I just got destroyed, dude, playing Halo every single day with my brothers. So I said, fuck that. Yeah. And I just played COD. And
you know, it's a lesser game. It's a lesser skilled game. It's okay, bro.
It is.
Not everyone can be gods at Halo.
Yeah, and then, you know, found Justin TV and all that MLG stuff through Nate Shot and Optic. Of course, I was a massive Optic fan back in the day. You know, playing COD, you were either Optic or FaZe. Optic ride or die to this day. And yeah,
me too still.
Yeah, dude, Optic has just always been better. Love Hex, met him once, I think, or twice. So it's just been awesome to, like, you know, I always tell myself, like, 16-year-old, 12-year-old, like, whatever I was back then, like, would pinch yourself with, like, knowing where you are today. So it's just been awesome to, like, I love gaming. You know, I love tennis as well. That's what I did growing up my entire life. Got injured, couldn't play.
What's your tennis moan? What's your actual tennis moan?
Oh, fuck.
You have to have one.
I do. Which one do you want? Do you want, like, the serve one or the forehand one?
Give me the serve one. What's your serve one? Just do it, dude. Is that actually just?
Yeah,
I
because
can't.
you're releasing air. So like you're like, so when you're serving the ball, you're throwing it up and you're just kind of like holding all your breath in, and then when you release is when you hit the ball and you're just releasing all the air out of you. So that's what comes with that noise. You're not making it out of. I mean, some people drag it out, and that's that's a big concern in tennis is people wanting to drag this thing out, and try to put your opponent off with like Alcaraz. I don't think does this a ton, but he'll drags his a bit. And then some people like Zverev in this last match will get mad at him because you're like, dude, why the fuck are you dragging your grunt out?
Your grunt out. That's
Yeah.
such an interesting.
Because you get into people's head. Because like when I was little, it was known when I always grunted on my forehand because I didn't always grunt. It was a big shot coming your way, and it was probably one that you couldn't hit on the way you return. So I only grunted like once or twice, in a match because it was just like once I needed a big point or a big win to end a match or something like that, I would just fucking rip it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But some people just with every return, dude, they just fucking grunt, and you're like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, there were some of the. I mean, dude, when we were in Vegas, in my room watching that tennis tournament, bro, it was there. One of those matches was just unwatchable, bro.
Yeah,
it was every serve, every return, every single time they touched the tennis ball.
You did say, Andre, I love you, but I can't watch this fucking shit. And I was like, honestly,
I can't watch this one, right?
Yeah,
like sometimes it's like you said, it's few and far between, but that one was just so egregious. It was all over the place. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's whatever, dude. You've got me into tennis, so I have been enjoying watching a lot of tennis lately.
Dude, it's awesome. It's like my golf.
It is, dude. Yeah, that's fair. And I love golf too, so I'm just loving everything, bro. When was the first time you heard of me, aka Ninja? When did you start watching? Tell me it wasn't when you started getting paid.
I started.
Oh, God.
I started learning of you because H1, because you were on the leaderboard back in the day.
Hell yeah, bro.
And I was a massive H1 fan, growing up.
I was top of the leaderboard, bro. I was number one forever.
China number one.
China number one. China number one.
Dude, I miss H1. That was like my first BR experience.
It was most people's, yeah.
Yeah. And then PUBG, I went to PUBG. I grew up watching Shroud a lot. Just his aim was nasty.
Yep.
Always heard your name like on the rumor mill, but honestly never really watched you or never knew who you were.
That's fair.
Because by then I was in college, so I was, doing college things. I was drinking and having fun and doing this whole stuff. So I've gone through phases of Twitch where I fell off it and like I came back to it. And then sophomore year of college, Fortnite released, and that's when your name started popping up. But still to that day, I was honestly watching Tim.
That's fair, dude.
And, of course I watch your stream here and there. Like everybody watched the Drake stream. I think, I mean, I remember me and my buddies had it literally on the TV and we were like, what the fuck is happening? Like we skipped class for it. It was that big.
Amazing.
Which is pretty funny looking back now, like at where I am. Cause I remember being like, I'm going to work for like one of these people that was my goal at the end of college. And now I am. So it's pretty funny. Like all my friends literally tell me all the time, like, dude, you literally talked, like I played you. You don't know this. I played you in COD in college and I shit on you when you were on Mixer. And all my buddies had your stream pulled up and
I don't even remember playing COD on Mixer.
I know. And
almost been dark times. For
dude,
sure,
you were like, I was destroying you. The only game I could ever say that. And you were like, dude, this GPK kid's fucking insane. Like, what the fuck? He just has my number on everything. I can't kill him. And
need to see a clip. Need to see a clip of that, bro. Or I won't believe it.
Oh, I'll tweet out the picture of me and you in the lobby because I still have it back in the day on Snapchat.
Was it Warzone or just like a COD lobby?
It wasn't Warzone. It was a COD lobby. It was you, Courage.
Well, COD's ass. So.
It was you, Courage, Tim. Good. Basically, I do work and someone else.
Were we playing Search?
Yes, we were playing Search.
It's classic, dude. You were probably stream sniping. It's all good, dude.
No, I wasn't because I couldn't make a Mixer account.
True. One of many.
I tried and I was like, fuck this.
Of many. Yeah, it's too difficult, bro. Was there number one? In my opinion, still number one. If you can't have people literally making accounts on your website, like you're not going to do well. It was one of their biggest flaws.
But yeah, then when I started watching, like actually watching you was when when the agency I was working for back then was like, we want to sign him. And I was like, I don't love the guy, to be quite honest. But, because I never knew you. I never watched you. So I was like, I don't know what I think about the guy. I was like, he's always just loud.
Yep. Big screamer.
But, that was a dark time for you, dude. Because that was.
Oh, yeah. I was down bad.
Among Us times.
Among Us Mixer. Like, yeah, the Among Us streams are kind of fun. But yeah, not good times. Not a good mental space in that. And I think when we started, was like 2020 after Mixer, like end of Mixer, and then after Mixer was like
The day we started was the
fucking
day
awful.
you started at Twitch.
woo.
Because many people don't talk about that because like people are like, oh, you got paid up by Mixer, but people don't talk about that Twitch contract enough. Like
That was also a juicy Twitch contract too.
I know that was my first like look at influencer money, to be honest. Of like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, I actually, sometimes I forget about that deal.
I don't. I'll never forget that deal. And your last Adidas shoe was my first ever post for you on social. And I should.
And the last Adidas shoes were great too, by the way.
Dude, banging. And
But it,
so sad. I mean, now, I got the shoes that I wanted 4 years later because I hit up Adidas. But back then I was like, fuck, I want them. But I'm like, I was off college. I was trying to pay some stuff out. And I was like, I can't just ask for these shoes when it's my first week with Adidas and Tyler. So I was like, I'm just not going to ask and I'll just get them at some point in my life. And now I do have them as of yesterday. But
good shit, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
But yeah, that was like, I remember, dude, posting that. I was shaking because like, holy shit. I was dead ass shaking in my room. And you've seen me
That's
shaking.
amazing. I have. That's fucking, hey, dude, small, humble beginnings, right? You got to start somewhere.
It was. And now I post and I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah. That's, it's real quick how things change, huh?
And I see an ad. I'm like, cool. Ad, got it. Cool. Fucked up a copy. Oh, well.
It's confidence, bro. It's confidence and like understanding the space too, right? Like the more you are in it and just around it, like, me and just Twitch and streaming and gaming and stuff, like it's just, you just get, a pretty good feel for obviously everything that I'm okay with and everything that, just what we're looking for, etc. I don't know. I could, I think it's like any job, right? You like everyone's always so cautious and nervous, like when they're at a new position, they don't want to piss people off and they don't want to step on toes. But obviously, the longer you're there, you start to learn how to navigate the space more, and you just get confident. So
Yeah, for sure.
oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Andre, what are your 3 favorite things you've gotten to experience while working with me and the Ninja team, dude?
Also, I didn't have a sheet that I just didn't look at it. I was like, I'm just not going to look at it because if not, I'm going to get everything spoiled.
Like for the questions.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I hate looking at.
Same.
I hate knowing what people are going to ask me.
Cam sent it to me and I was like, just send it. I've just like literally never looked at it. I was like, send it like 5 minutes before we're going to hop on because if not, I'm going to stare at it for like 3 hours.
Yep. Top 3 favorite things you got to do or experience while working with us.
That's a tough one. There's so many.
I know, dude. Just rambling them.
Definitely Lions playoff game was fucking awesome. Being able to go down
Absolutely
there,
electric.
work with the NFL. We had a little partnership with the NFL on YouTube. Nutcase has been awesome to exercise more of my marketing brain because I'm doing a fair bit for Nutcase as well and for you just because it is the nature and I love it. So being able to do that and just honestly the third one, which is kind of because it's the thing many people in their life will probably not get to experience, is flying private and going to that Magic game. I think, I love sports and you talking about it more, your brothers, like it's gotten me more into sports. I was never a huge basketball head, but growing up, that's what all my friends watched. So like I know basketball enough. So dude, going from Vegas.
Orlando Magic.
Yeah, flying that terrible midnight flight at like 12 from Vegas, getting home, and then the day after flying on a private jet to go to a game. Like it's experiences that I'll never forget and that many people will never get in their life. So it's like pretty awesome to like be able to, be like, oh, I did that. And I've also been trying to enjoy these things more because at the end of the day, it is work for me. Like, and I know you said that when we were there, you were like, by the way, you're here as a friend, you're not here for work. But, there's some part of me that will always be like, this is work for me. So the first couple of years was hard.
And I love that too.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that too. Like I do mean that when I say that, but like, I think like what I'm mainly trying to say is like this is like, there will be moments to make connections and things like that. But like the goal here is to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not expecting, I'm not expecting anything essentially from it. And I love that, dude. I mean, dude, that Magic game was, dude, it was so fucking fun. We had so much fun. We made great connections and, met some pretty cool people. And I thought it was hilarious. I think I told the story. I thought it was just so funny that one guy was like, hey, remember, if you're actually somebody, here's my card,
Dude.
and we'll do something.
Yeah, if you're actually somebody, here's my card, and we'll actually talk. And I just looked at Tyler afterwards, and I was like, dude, there's no shot he just said that. And you're like, he did.
Those are the conversations you have with some people, man. Like it doesn't happen all the time, but like that happens more often than you would think. And then his buddy, like, would you like to meet the Miss Florida or Miss Orlando? I was like, she's like 15 years old. Like, I'm good. Like, I could introduce you. I'm like, I'm okay, dude.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
I'm good, bro. I'm married. Like, it's okay.
I mean, literally, like, yeah. That's good. Couldn't be as far off brand as possible to have fucking me take a picture with a fucking pageant winner.
Yeah, and then behind us was like one of the biggest Puerto Rican artists in the world, not Bad Bunny, who my dad's doctor. So I was like, the entire time I was like, dude, I have to say something. And then he like sort of recognized me, and I showed him my dad, and he goes, oh shit, like that's your actual dad. And I was like, yeah, he's your doctor.
Small world, bro.
So that was pretty funny. Just be like, yo, what up? And spoke in
That is
Spanish.
some incredibly small world stuff, man. Like you have to be joking. You have to be joking. Like, right, to have one of the largest Latino artists not only just be at the game, but be seated right behind us with his family, right, or with his wife, and then like also you like I bring you to that, right, which I technically didn't have to, but of course I needed to and wanted to, and it's like, and then your dad is his doctor. Come on, bro.
It's so funny.
You can't write that shit. Well, I mean, you probably could, but
yeah, I mean, I only recognized him because his son asked you for a picture while he was sitting behind you, and I was like, wait, that?
Like, what a dude?
I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I was like, oh, that is him. And you were like, who the fuck? And you were like, is that Bad Bunny? I was like, that's not him, even though he's bigger, but no.
Crazy, bro. Small world, man. It's a small world.
That and Tiger Jam. I mean, Tiger Jam was fucking awesome. Being able to meet so
Tiger
many
Jam
people.
was lit.
Yeah, that was fun.
Tiger Jam was lit. I'm so happy you were able to ride with us that final day too. By the way, that was like,
same, dude. Being able to ride at the golf cart and like just have fun, and honestly, I learned. I worked at a golf course for a minute when I was little. I photographed all like the charity events that we did in my high school back then. So like I knew a thing or two, but like being able to like. But at the end of the day, I was like, oh, what do you want, 7 iron, 9 iron? And you're like, you give me 7? I was like being a caddy was so fun. And like, you're having drinks. Rob is fucking awesome. The people we were with and like the connection we made there,
yeah.
should
And then just the course is just gorgeous too, man. Like
it is.
Oh my God. Shadow Creek is and will forever always be one of my favorite courses to play.
And the actual caddy was hilarious too.
Yeah, caddy was great too, man. Shout out to Sarge, even though we didn't have him, but we were taken care of. Oh my gosh. Give me a minute. We can hit Bernie. There it is. Bernie. Because I remember he made the weekend at Bernie's joke, and I was like, that's how I'm always gonna remember his name. Bernie was awesome. Was super kind. Tried to take some strokes off my game, but unfortunately I was in excruciating pain, and there was no saving. There was no saving my game.
Post that, your short game is pretty fucking strong. Like Rob's game is like driver heavy. Like your short game is pretty strong.
I could get there, bro. I was like, I love putting. My putting has improved so much lately, and then my short game is phenomenal. It would have been much better if I wasn't, again, man, like just in excruciating pain every swing the second day. But again, totally worth it to go there and make all those connections. And the blackjack table, freaking Andre was pissing me off actually there.
Nuisance.
Oh man, he was being worse than JB, bro. Like John. So I hate gambling with John because I'll be at a craps table and John's like, so what number don't we want? 7? Like as I'm rolling, and like I'll literally crap out the next time it happens, and then he like laughs and like walks away, and it's like, John, what the fuck are you doing, bro? like how is me losing $5,000 on this roll like entertaining to you whatsoever?
Listen, chat, it's fun because I could never gamble that amount of money and just watch. Yeah. But listen, we made it back. Like
we definitely made it back because I was playing incredibly well.
Yeah, you were.
And I was like pacing myself very well, and you and Alberto and Rob, everyone giving me shit for playing at a $50 minimum table, and it ended up being the only reason I went up like 25K that night because I was able to go back down and lower my bet when I was going on cold streaks.
Yeah, so I was like, if this was $100 minimum, I wouldn't be doing this, but it's only a $25 minimum. Like, what are we doing?
But you were still doing it when I had more money in, so
I know.
No excuses.
But then at high limits, I wasn't. High limits, that's off limit.
Yeah, high limit. You were a little quiet, huh?
High limit, off limit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sitting at that $500 minimum table that one night, and I went down and then went right back up. Oh, Jesus!
That split 7 was crazy. 4 7s in a row.
Yeah, 4 7s in a row against the 5. Like,
yeah,
split God knows how many times, and I knew I was just going to lose it. Like I had a feeling. I hate those types of like splitting sevens against a fucking 6, dude. Or a 5. Like it feels like a trap, and it is. And I ended up losing the biggest hand I've lost in a very long. I mean, honestly, one of the biggest hands I've lost ever. Really? Like I was like 20,000. I was like 20,000 I lost in there. Wasn't it? No, it was 12,000. It was 12,000.
Yeah, it was 12.
Which is like I've lost a max bet obviously before, and that's never fun. But yeah, I think that was worse. Like, right, betting only 2,400 and then splitting it 4 ways and fucking losing just because, whatever.
AFK with Ninja.
Surprise bill? Need fast funds? CashNet USA can help. When you need money fast, be the hero.
Apply in minutes at cashnetusa.com and get a fast decision. All loans subject to lender approval. Speed of funding is subject to verifications and your bank's processing times.
Hulu has movies. We're here to tell you again, Hulu has movies that put you in the driver's seat like Ferrari, starring Adam Driver. Hulu has movies that'll terrify you, like The First Omen, plus the entire Omen franchise. Hulu has movies that'll inspire you, like Origin, directed by Ava DuVernay. Hulu has movies that'll make you hold on tight like Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. We've said it before, and we'll keep saying it. Hulu has movies.
Moving on, dude. All right, before stepping into the role of my day-to-day assistant, who was Andre and what was he up to, dude? What were you doing before you took on my account?
You were actually the first account, or one of the first accounts I took on. I come from Puerto Rico, so my study abroad, a lot of people pick Europe. I've always loved LA. This is where I live now for the meantime. So I worked at an agency, and actually, funny enough, I worked for Peter, who is now Ty's agent on the CA side.
I had no idea.
Peter quit the week I started, so we'd never really crossed paths. So it's funny now, and we've talked about it and laughed about it. But worked at an agency, worked for Jacksepticeye for a minute. Not that he knows who I am or me that I know.
Yeah, good old Jack, dude.
Yeah, so I did all his Studio 71 when those things were a thing. When you had these agencies that were like, oh, we can bring you more revenue, which honestly, fucking scam. But all these people signed it.
I feel like, I think honestly, like it can probably work in some situations, but like almost never will they make you the money that you like are paying them to make you. It is. Yeah. I agree, man. I think grab a person who knows how to do all that and just kind of pay them, have them do it for you.
Yeah. But then, worked on some projects. The biggest thing I did there was launch. I don't think it ever launched actually, but I ran a production for World Star, the Instagram account, and they wanted to launch this game, this card game. I honestly don't know whatever happened with it, but anyways, went back to college. Finished college, just kind of to be like to my parents, like, hey, we did this, like done with college type of thing. It was fun. I had as much fun as I could in college. I was living in fucking upstate New York, so like I was freezing my ass off every day.
So you had college in New York, but you were living in LA?
Yeah, so I did 8 months in LA for like my study abroad, quote unquote. And then, met some incredible people out here. And then this agency that I started working for, I got connected through them because I made such good connections at the one that they recommended me. And they were looking for a gaming person, and they wouldn't tell me why. They were just like, oh, we're looking for a gaming social media coordinator. I was like, fuck it, I'll apply. Got in. Lo and behold, it was supposed to be the account for YouTube gaming, which they ended up hiring 2 gamers for that, which was myself and one of my best friends now, Sebastian, who ran YouTube gaming for the better part of 3 years. And then they were like, oh, we're trying to sign Ninja. And I was like, that's funny. Like, who just comes around and goes, hey, you want to sign Ninja? And you're like, that's cool. And then it was real. We did the whole pitch. I remember I wasn't able to talk in it because I was at a low level. They were like, hey, Andre, do all this work, but like, you can't say a word. And I was like, well, that's fucking fun.
Well, you all probably would have shit your pants if you actually were speaking.
Oh, I would have. Yeah.
If they gave you a moment to like pitch a slide or two.
Oh, so. I was already, and I wasn't even talking. Anyways, we win the business. I started working for you. I had 4 or 5 other people under me. I was working in comedy. I launched Matthew McConaughey's YouTube channel. So, you know,
All right.
all right. So got a couple things under my belt there, and then just became really comfortable. For the first couple months, we didn't talk. You didn't know who I was, and then I don't know what your side of it is, but I don't know if you remember when we got connected. But it was, you know, I told you this in private literally 2 weeks ago, but it was funny because people were like, "Oh, Tyler's not texting the group chat. He's now only texting you. Like this is what we were afraid of." And I was like, I can't force this man to just text the group chat. If he just wants to text me, you guys will find out what you need to know. Like, don't worry about the rest.
That's actually so interesting. So they were honestly probably worried about like literally what happened, right? Which is me just like leaving them and working with you. Like,
yeah.
They were, which is crazy. I think businesses always know, right? Like what's at stake of like losing, right? They can pay you much less, and you know, still get our revenue. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, the team started. I don't know if you remember the team. Like, I remember when this shit started. It was, I can name off names, but it was the better part of 10 people on a team, and it was all the way from like social media strategists to editors to like posting to like this and that and strategy and all that. At the end of the day, like you guys paid, you know, a fair good amount of money, and you only really used me and the editors, which then you got your own editors, which makes it easier for me. So then it was just like, why are we paying this certain amount to just have Andre run shit? And then you didn't have 100% of my time, so I couldn't dedicate a ton of my time to you because, you know, you're stuck to this like, oh, well, he only pays for 20 of your hours, so you can only work 3 hours a week. I remember I was still working for you, OG Fortnite. I took a sick day that day because I was like, I have to focus on this, and my team wouldn't let me, which I get it. You know, I have other clients to work for. They're paying my bills, but I was like, fuck it. So I texted you and I was like, I'm going to take a sick day today. Fuck it. And I remember like OG was the biggest thing that's happened in the past 3 to 4 years.
It was the most electric thing that's happened to Fortnite since literally OG Fortnite. So
I was like, I need to be there. I need to be posting. I need to be on, and you know, my team didn't understand that. So then that also put like a little bit of a friction between me and my team, because at that point, you know, Vic had left and other people had left the company and done what I wanted to do. You know, some folks just took, you know, their favorite people with them, and I was like,
that's what business is all about, man. Like eventually, right? You try to find good people that you like to work with and just kind of bring them around with you.
Yeah. But I don't know what your first interaction with me was that you were like, oh, this kid knows his shit.
I think you, dude. I literally think I remember there was one moment where you pitched like, or you were just in there, and I don't know if they gave you permission to speak or whatever, but like
honestly, a lot of time they didn't, and I just spoke.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing like, I think you were going over like the tweets. Like Vic would like pass off like the tweet, like the daily tweets or like the weekly tweets.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, and you would start reading those off, and then sometimes I was like, "No, this is I asked. Now this is ass," and you're like, "Yeah, I know. I know this is bad, right?" Like, or you know. And then like that was when, and then slowly on those calls, I just started learning that you understood like just the space and the lingo and gaming and streaming, and that's what you know, drew me to actually start, you know, interacting with you more and just texting you, because I knew that you fucking got it, and I knew that like everyone else that I was talking to really didn't. So
yeah, a lot of it was also like I was being pushed, you know, with, you know, if anybody those people are listening, like thank you, you know, you guided me to where I am today, but. You know, you guys are paying for a certain amount of tweets, you know, a week and stuff like that. So we were forced, like I was forced to like do, you know, 7 posts a week. And I'm like, I can't do 7 posts. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, he's barely active. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? And so a lot of the times.
Yeah, and the time that I was, at that time, I wasn't even doing anything.
Dude,
either,
a lot of times, a lot of those tweets, I remember telling you like, yo, just approve it. So, cause I'm not going to tweet it anyways. Cause I was like, oops, forgot. Can't do that. So a lot of times it was just like me just doing fillers and stuff like that, or like they wanted me to plan like the next week of content, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I'm just watching streams, something funny happens, I'm clipping it, posting it, calling it a day. Like, I'm texting you like, is this good? Is this a good enough caption? Yes, cool, posted, done. Like it's so much better.
And that's how it is, man. That's how it should be. Like it is difficult to, you know, it almost takes the fun out of shit too. Like to sit there and plan like, oh, I'm gonna make this video, I want to make this clip, and to. I mean, especially when I also I never plan my fucking streams. Like, I have the least planned streams probably out of any streamer out there.
Dude, every Wednesday was dreadful. I had to send the calendars by Thursday. Every single Wednesday, I was up with my coordinator fucking like at 2 a.m. Not literally, but like, you know, 7 p.m. on a normal job. Just being like, dude, we need one more fucking tweet, and I can't think of shit. There's nothing happening this week in the gaming world. And I literally, that's when that tweet that you loved one time, that was, if I've taken a picture with you, reply to this with that picture. Yeah. And you caught that tweet. I mean, there's things that pop into my head that I'm like, how the fuck do I remember that? But you were like, dude, I caught that tweet when you tweeted it and it was tanking. And then it was one of your biggest tweets like of that month. And I was like, hey, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, yeah. The first like hour or two, it was terrible.
You almost deleted it. You were like, can I delete this? I was like, no, dude.
I don't remember why. Like what people being like rude, right? Or like,
yeah, it was a lot of people like, do you think people know you, little bro? Or something like that, you know?
I was getting trolled. And then eventually, and then it finally made its way around and people actually started posting pictures.
I want to do that one again. It's been like 2 years since I've done it.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't, hopefully same thing doesn't happen. No one gives a shit, little bro. Kidding.
I'll tweet that.
All right, dude. So with Jess transitioning out of her role as operations manager, what was the process like for Andre to step into those big shoes, dude?
Easy as fuck, because Jess had a plan and she told me where not to fuck up and what to do. And honestly, the easiest thing ever. Like she had, it helped that I already knew the team around me. So I already knew the agents, I already knew the lawyers, I already knew the business team. So I was comfortable with 95% of them. It's just getting closer to them and understanding what Jess did into a bigger scale. I still text her and go like, hey, what do you think of this? Like, what do you think of that? When I'm not sure of things. But honestly, for the most part, she's pretty hands-off on business day to day.
Yeah, and she loves that. She's really focusing on like her the finance side of things on the back end with our finance team. But yeah, she's very happy to no longer be in that role and to just kind of take a step back and enjoy some of the finer things now. So
yeah, it was easy that I knew you and I was doing your socials for the better part of 3 years before you guys came to me with that offer. Also, that offer came and I was still at the agency being your assistant. So like I was doing a double job essentially for the better part of like a year. Because my agency was like, oh, you still need more clients. And I was like, bitch, I'm running fucking 6 people. What do you think? Like, what else do you want me to do?
Oh, man.
But yeah, it helped a ton. Like if you would have told me like, oh, like Ninja's looking for an assistant, like here you go. A lot more difficult. We wouldn't be where we are today. But, it helped that I already knew you and we already had a relationship going. So it's pretty easy to just be like, sup, fucker.
Literally. That leads us perfectly into our next question. It says, describe Andre in 3 words. What's the real deal behind the scenes? All right. Really fucking ass. All right, there we go.
Nice.
Next question. Andre in 3 words.
Don't say short, bitch.
I was going to say I was going to say short, and then I was going to say spicy, and you just literally gave me both of them right there.
You got one more.
Intelligent. Short, clever, and short, spicy, and intelligent.
I'll take that.
Those are solid, man. I feel like
got Latino in me.
Absolutely. Oh, for sure, dude. That's the spiciness. That's definitely where it comes from. From handling schedules to keeping things running smoothly, how has Andre been in? This is a me question. How has Andre been an invaluable asset to Team Ninja? Yeah, listen. Is there someone else out there that could have done what Andre's doing? Like, I'm sure, but it would have been, it would have been it would have been so difficult to find that person. And like, trust is everything to Jess and I, and giving somebody like an opportunity to basically do what Andre is doing and was doing, like, was not something that we were interested in. So just a blessing in disguise, really, when we started to work with Andre's original team that he was under and to where we are now. Because I wouldn't, if like Andre is basically filling the role of Jess. If I didn't have either of them, I would be fucking lost. I wouldn't be doing anything. Like, there would be pretty much no social media content being posted, no TikToks, no Instagrams anymore, or anything like that. And obviously I wouldn't know the difference between my asshole and a hole in the ground. When it comes, when it comes to fucking work and travel and all that stuff, it's having an assistant like Andre is very important when you have a very busy schedule. So enough glazing.
Yeah, it was pretty easy because like also Jess was like, hey, we made this role for you. Do you want it? And I was like, yep. And she was like, cool. Like, that's
I remember. She's like, should we? She came to me and because she was looking to obviously get out, and I was like, honey, let's just have Andre do it. It took a minute for convincing and stuff, and I was just like, this is an absolute no brainer.
Yeah, because we also had, I was through the agency, so it was like sketch, like murky waters on how you approach that.
Right, absolutely.
At the start, because we were still, an agency that wasn't bought out.
If you could give Andre one piece of constructive feedback to level up his ninja skills, what would it be? If I could give Andre some constructive feedback It would have nothing to do with what he does outside of my stream. I think that the planning, traveling, making sure everything's taken care of, networking, talking, all that shit is on lock. It's pretty on fleek. I wouldn't really change any of that. It would be what he does when he is controlling the stuff that pops up on my stream.
Pretty funny.
For the most of the time, it's great. I think that he could either be more aware or learn better, learn to be able to tell when I'm actually triggered and when not to fuck with me.
But that's the best part, because that's when you really get mad, and then that's when you really hate me.
There's a difference, bro. Like when there is a difference. There's me being like triggered, and then like in a funny way. Like sometimes I'm like yelling, and it's in a funny way.
Yeah. But
like when I'm being trolled by like just stream snipers or that's when that's when you fucking go hard, and I get triggered, and I'm like, bro. Oh my God. Like I'm already actually triggered a little bit. And then now you're like fucking putting Ellen's face over mine. And I'm already like slowly tilting off the face of the planet. That's when it sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, bro, I'm actually kind of getting annoyed, but it doesn't happen often. So, and the chat does love it. So who am I to,
I mean, I think at the start, it started off because I was really excited to like do shit. And then now it's tapered off.
Sure.
Now it's tapered off. It's like everything. Like,
I agree. I love the amount that you're doing it now, and I think that the chat also will respect and love. It's like one of those things like when I'm AFK, put something up, right? Like I love that. Like, that's actually one of my favorite things that you do. Same thing with whips. I think that's one of my favorite things about Tim's stream too. There's so many times I'm watching Tim stream, and Tim gets up to go do something all the time, and I will like a lot of the times in other streams like I'll leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Tim gets up and instantly starts putting those cats in and playing some music, and I'm like, all right, I can leave this on in the background until Tim gets back.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've been learning too, is like finding that middle ground of it was fun at first and like kind of overdid it, but now it's like keeping chat like one in line because you don't want them to expect something every 20 seconds.
Yes.
And also finding that balance of when to troll and when to promote stuff like Nutcase or promote a sponsor. Or
I think you're doing
like
a great job with that. Like the Nutcase stuff, you're helping me. Like you already know, with ongoing partnerships, not just like a specific sponsored stream. I'm incredible at sponsored streams. When give me an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, you got to tell that guy to stop backing up.
Bro, holy shit.
I know. No, but like I'm very good at hour long, 2 hour long like streams where I'm just promoting a product. But like ongoing partnerships, sometimes I just kind of get in my own fucking zone when I'm streaming, and it's always nice to like I look over at my right, on my peripheral, I see a fucking a Nutcase product pop up, right? You put an image, and then it's just like oh yeah, let me just plug this real quick.
Been living here for 6 months, didn't know Tuesday was trash day, but apparently it is.
Dude, the
more you know.
Trash city, bro.
Yeah.
Every day's trash day for us. It's awesome. We just get to leave it out.
Really?
Yeah. Every morning.
That's
they
crazy.
come by twice.
The fuck?
It's really awesome. It's really cool. Okay, dude, where does Andre envision taking the Ninja brand in the future, and what role does he see himself playing in that journey? Any ideas?
I do.
I feel like you already kind of know what we're doing. But.
Yeah, I do have a ton. I mean, I'll just say stay tuned. I think, with this podcast, there's a lot of stuff brewing in the background. I'll just keep growing, keep learning, keep fucking up. I think that's the best way to grow. It's just, if I'm not making mistakes every couple months or like being a nuisance, then I'm not doing something right. Continue to push the boundary as much as we can on this side, and, continue watching people that are in the streaming world, maybe finding new people to sign for the Team Ninja brand. Like, who knows? So like, if you're a streamer, that might be a cool plug. We'll see.
Yeah. I love what we're doing with, I love that, I feel like right now it's Nutcase. Like, I think that if it's what's actually in front of us and changing, it's definitely like starting this company with Joel and, and obviously you too, and being a part of this and like growing this while we're growing like the stream and the Ninja brand. Like it's gotten us into the poker world. It's gotten us into the golf world now. Like we're getting out there more, and like it's the goal is always to, if you're trying to grow a brand, it's always to get as much exposure as possible and try to make as many networking connections as possible and shake hands and stuff. And like this is Nutcase has gotten us out into so many different groups of people that we never would have been in a room with and had conversations with.
Yeah, dude, the entire Tiger Jam was people being like, hey, my kids love you. Like I think people forget that how big of a household name you are, and I think also sometimes you forget that.
I do. I definitely.
Like,
I always do.
yes, Chad, he's not pulling 90, 100,000, which like some other people are, but they're in a different space right now. Like Kai's viewership.
Streaming's in a different space.
Yeah, like Kai's viewership, yes, it was insane yesterday, but like he also had 3 fucking celebrities in there, and love what he's doing.
Absolutely.
And definitely, I mean, I was there with Whips, just fucking dying laughing the entire night.
It was hilarious.
But,
Yeah, so I've seen some clips already when I had my stream.
Fucking comedy. But at the end of the day, like the Ninja name is a household name. That's why your grandma knows streaming, and that's what I always say to people who don't know who he is, or like who are like, who is he? And I'm like, that's your grandma, and here Ninja, here Fortnite. It's probably to him.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, definitely. The streaming world has just grown, and it's just its own. It's honestly it's growing away from gaming.
It is,
and I've talked about this several times. It started with IRL streaming back in Justin TV like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. And then it manifested over into Twitch.tv. They literally moved away from Justin TV, focused only on gaming, and gaming blew up. Gaming was everything. And now it's over the last like 2-3 years, 4 years, it's gone back to IRL streaming and reality show-esque type content, right?
I mean, yeah, think about it. Like YouTube back in the day, at least when I was growing up, like YouTube, all the content that I was consuming was, that real life, Roman Atwood's type of style content where it was just, real life and you get the prank stuff and you get all that, Twitch into gaming. And I think it's also going back. Like, I think it's always a pendulum of where it is, like, in that state of that current moment of where we are as a country and a world. But Twitch at the end of the day, it'll always be gaming. Like
it'll always have gaming.
Yeah.
Like, gaming will never go away. And I think that a lot of people, probably don't know that, but I don't know.
Back so soon? Oh no, what happened?
A little incident at the dog park. We gotta head to the vet.
Oh, not again. These bills.
We can use CashNet USA. We can apply in minutes, get a fast decision, and have the money in the account as soon as the same business day. All right, Cheddar, back in the car.
When you need money fast, be the hero. All loans subject to lender approval. Speed of funding is subject to verifications and your bank's processing times. See CashNetUSA.com for more details.
Hulu has movies. We're here to tell you again, Hulu has movies that put you in the driver's seat like Ferrari, starring Adam Driver. Hulu has movies that'll terrify you, like The First Omen, plus the entire Omen franchise. Hulu has movies that'll inspire you, like Origin, directed by Ava DuVernay. Hulu has movies that'll make you hold on tight like Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. We've said it before, and we'll keep saying it. Hulu has movies.
How involved is Andre in Nutcase? I will say very, and then you can...
Extremely. What do I do for Nutcase? I want to learn from you. What do you think I do?
I think that you schedule everything first off with Joel, and obviously probably pass off. I mean, everything that we do, like you handle all the GoPuff stuff, so you know what's going on with the GoPuff stuff. Like Joel knows that. No, like I talked to Joel instantly and told her that you were the guy, like, to message, like. I was really nervous about like the workload that I was going to do for this company, like early on, because I just knew that it's like this isn't something this starting a beverage company, being a part of a company like this from the ground up is not easy, and I know that it's going to require like a lot of work, and a lot of promotion and a lot of effort on my end, but it all ended up just being like. Joel was like calling me and texting me and like, hey, let's do this, and this is before we even started really anything, before we even signed anything. I was already kind of getting overwhelmed. And then I was just like, hey, listen, Joel, like, if you have any like big questions, please, you obviously can reach out to me. But like, this is Andre. This is my assistant. This is my guy. Like, if you need anything to get to me, like, he will, chop it up and get it to me, ASAP. But please, like, make this your main point of contact, from the future. from now on. And, you know, after that moment, like it was just so much easier. It was so much easier for me. You were able to just, you know, break down and help me digest, you know, what the road was going to look like. And honestly, just in general, it just ended up being so perfect. Like this partnership with Joel and Nutcase.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, I've also learned to challenge myself with that too, of like, because I know what you require and what you need. Like, you know, a lot of people come to me and like will like, you know, fucking, oh, can I talk to him for 20 minutes? I'm like, fuck no. Start there. Second of all, what do you need? And a lot of it will just be like a lot of mumbling and, well, not mumbling, but a lot of like yapping and like, just give me the details. Like, you know,
everyone yaps. I haven't met a single person on this planet. I mean, the goal of every single conversation with me, if they don't know me, is to sell me on something, right?
Yeah.
And in order to do that, like, it's not going to be a 5-second pitch. They're going to try to, you know, create some banter at the start. Hey, oh my gosh, this is that. Hey, let's get into it. And then, you know, then they walk me through a 20-page deck or something. And it's like, you know, it's so nice to just, have you be able to be like, yeah, you're not gonna like this, or like
literally,
or break it down for like literally a 30-second pitch, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, this sounds awesome, like let's do it, or like, yeah, like get me on a call, and then like we actually have like a meaningful call and it goes somewhere, rather than, you know, me just being bored out of my mind for 30 minutes, sometimes longer.
Which is not what I have to deal with, which is fine. I love sometimes.
Hey, you get
being
paid
bored.
to, man.
Yeah,
Let's get it, dude.
But yeah, now I take all those intakes and just fucking deal with the business email and just, you know, people will just come in and be like, "Do you think you like this?" And I'm like, "No, but let me just get a temp check." And it's honestly, like, I've had multiple clients across the board, and Ty's the one to reply the quickest on things if he likes stuff. So I already know him off the bat.
I'll reply instantly.
Yeah, so like I already know, like, off the bat. Sometimes I'm like, he's gonna hate this, but I'll just send it anyways, and I'll be like, told you. And I'll like pitch it. I'll be like, you're gonna hate this, but I just have to tell you this because like it's a pretty big deal, you know. Like, so like,
yeah,
it's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah, dude, we're fucking killing it, man. And this Nutcase is just blowing up way bigger than I ever thought it would this early. And I love this momentum that we have. And the dynamic that we have with Joel right now, and Nutcase, it's going great. So,
yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'm again challenging myself a ton with it because why not? And I have a marketing brain at the end of the day, so that's what I studied. That's what I went to school for. Yeah. That's what I did for 3 years before working for you directly. So, you know, it's fun to exercise that part of my brain and just, you know, come up with cool ideas. Sometimes you love them, sometimes you hate them, but you know, that's how the fucking Cybertruck came along. So,
Cybertruck rap. It's gonna be lit. Let's switch gears a little bit, dude. What is one thing about Andre that would surprise most people?
Ooh.
Hold up. I'll say something and you say something. That he's 5'2". Okay, now you go.
What do you mean surprise? That's a known fact. Also, I'm 5'3".
In our stream.
That is true. That is true. But come on.
Okay, that you are just a gamer. That you're a gamer. I don't know, man. Some people just think that you're in the space and you understand game, but you don't game. Like Andre's a gamer, dude. He used to play a shitload of Counter-Strike and a bunch of games growing up. And
addicted.
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest like fun fact is I'm Puerto Rican, but I guess I ripped that off the top.
Yep.
I don't know. Oh fuck.
Yeah. No, wow. Just boring, huh?
Yeah, just fucking boring. What was the question again?
Monk. One thing about Andre that would surprise most people.
That I was pretty good at tennis, I guess. That's like the one thing.
There you go.
You know, I'm short, so people don't expect me to be good. And I played volleyball, so you know, libero my entire life.
There you go.
Pretty good. Got a newspaper for that too, because you know.
All right.
Let's go. Someone's gonna find that newspaper picture. It's gonna be bad, dude. It's gonna be bad.
Oh no,
it's bad.
I hope they find it. We'll see it in the stream soon, I'm sure.
No. Not putting that shit up.
If Andre had a superpower, what would it be and why, dude? It would be the ability to just never stop yapping because he's just the king yapper, bro. Low key. Everyone thinks it's me, bro, but
nah, bro, you make me yap.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know, I can't get away from it. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's definitely what it would be. Final question, Andre. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
If me and you were characters in a video game, what would our signature moves be, and how would you conquer the gaming universe together, dude?
Well, you know, I don't know.
I already know it.
Whoa.
I already know what it would be.
What?
It would be like it would be like some Ratchet and Clank shit, bro.
Oh shit, Ratchet and Clank.
Some Jack and Daxter,
dude,
bro.
that is a throwback. I think that was my first video game I ever played.
The very first Ratchet and Clank and the very first Jack and Daxter. Is it Dexter?
Jack and Dexter.
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah,
it would be like that, right? Because like I'm obviously I'm the hero, I'm the main guy, and then there's a little, and then there's the and then so you'd be like the robot on my back, or you'd be like the little meerkat on my shoulder.
Why has it got to be little?
Sidekick. Because you're 5'3". So
5'4".
There you go.
Day.
On a good day, probably right when you wake up. You're always taller when you wake up.
I know.
You didn't know that. All right, Andre, man, let's move on to some fan questions, dude.
Oh God.
How many times has Tyler fired you, Andre?
Over under 30. I'm not counting.
I'd say like 10, realistically. Because I've never fired you jokingly unless it was on stream, and I feel like I haven't done it that much on stream.
It's a fair bit. I mean,
it is actually a fair bit.
Let's be honest. I don't think he would know what to do, and two, how to fire me, because he don't know shit.
I don't know anything. I don't, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like let me just, I'm the talent. Let me just do my work.
Barely.
Let me do it. Right. 4 hours. I would have went longer today, but
that's what you always say. Just like you're gonna stream tomorrow.
I would have went longer
just
today.
Like you had the call.
I might. It was supposed to be Sunday, and with a call, you scheduled the call. Not you, but Chris scheduled the call for 1, so I had to get off early. Not my fault. Here's another fan question. Anything we can tease?
Yeah, we can tease these nuts on your chin. Strawberry coming soon.
Strawberry coming soon for Nutcase.
Shortcake.
It's one of my favorite flavors. It's fucking delicious. So that's exciting. And then I think we just
poker games coming soon.
A lot of poker content coming up. It's going to be real fun. And then Engineers is we're aiming to still do it this year, and it's going to be a lot different than last year. But it should be fun. It's going to be a lot more fun for me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What's the best food in the world, Andre? Is obviously a question for you.
Come on now.
What's your best meal? What's the best? Like, there obviously is like
they're mofongo. It's a fried plantain. It's like mashed up, and then you can add chicken, you can add steak, you can add whatever you want in there. Al ajillo, which is like with garlic. It's like a little like garlicky like white sauce, not the white sauce you're thinking of, chat. And you just eat that shit all day every day. It's funny because as a kid I could eat it every day, but now, dude, I eat one of those. Like I eat half of one. It's
and you're done. You're toasted.
Dude, I am done for the week. I feel like 800 pounds, but it's so good.
Yeah, I feel you, man. You know what's crazy? Oh, the low taper meme. I'm kidding. I need to, dude.
Stop.
I say, what's crazy? I'm realizing how much I say it now because of literally watching that meme 1,000 times on my. So now every time I say it is, and now I can't catch myself. I was going to say, what's crazy is I just don't even care anymore. I've lost my complete train of thought.
So you've never had Puerto Rican food?
No, not that. All right, final question, dude. Final fan question, and then we're moving to the outro. We're done skis, dude. What is Andre's favorite type of interaction? I'm assuming like a fan interaction?
Yeah, well, I get so many, so like you gotta like.
You will.
No,
you probably have too. You will. You will.
I did have one actually at the grocery store. This guy kept looking at me. My roommate was like, "What the fuck is up with this kid?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I just have to ask." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do," because I had a Team Ninja hoodie.
Yeah, sir. Let's go. Rep it, Team Ninja, bro. Let's go. Yo, we got to put that in your contract. You always have to wear Ninja merch out.
Suck my ass.
Shuck my mouth.
Make some good fucking. Actually, that's on me. You see, everything I want to say is like make some good fucking workout merch, but I'm like, that's what I do, so I can't say that.
Yeah, you can literally go and get it done. I have been wanting some good workout stuff.
Yeah, golf tees coming out. They're shipping to your house on Friday.
Can't wait.
No, my favorite type of interaction, I mean, Tyler has security, so that makes it pretty easy to like not have to think about stuff, but it's also made my brain clock people really easily, which is something Rob and I bond about, his security guy. Because, when I started, I didn't know what to do, but now it's like that guy's going to come take a picture, and there he comes, and there it's a fucking picture. But honestly, the people that don't like bother while we're eating, as a collective, we're like doing something. I don't know, like if you're walking around, it's easy to just say hi. If you're at a bar, just yo Ninja, what's up? Like that's easy. The worst are the people who stick along for too long when they're uninvited.
Yeah, gotta know. I had one last night. I'm not gonna get into details because I think you might know. I had an interaction recently, and the guy like it was just like, oh, yo, basically we're best friends now, and I was like, oh, okay, dude, like I don't know who you are. He was like, grabbed my shoulder. Yeah, a nice in and out, man. Hey, big fan. This is my favorite thing, dude. You're awesome.
My favorite actually are the ones
or
when
you,
people come and say, hey, I used to watch you, because then Tyler goes,
Used to.
Dude, those are my favorite.
Used to? And dude, it happens way more than you would think.
And then they
like,
go,
guys,
like I'm gonna
dude, bro, like I still watch you every once in a while, but like, you know, dude, like the OG Fortnite days. And I'm just like, I'm fucking with you, bro. Relax.
Those are my favorite, actually.
Yeah,
because
I don't know who you are, but
or those the parents are like, you know, when there's a group of people trying to take a picture.
Wow, you clearly must be somebody. Everyone's asking to take pictures. Can I get one? It's like, what the fuck, bro?
But no, yeah, I mean the ones that are authentic, the ones that are like, dude, or like the ones who can't talk are really funny to me.
I like the shakers, bro. When they go to take the selfie and you can just see the camera like.
And then the guy goes, "Let me just take the camera," and he's like, "Please."
Yeah,
please.
I'm like, you know what, dude, I got this, bud.
Those are the funniest. But yeah, I mean, there's only bad interactions are when they stick along too long. You're like, dude, fucking leave, fuck, please.
And that's not a big deal. Like that's not a big deal. If anything, that's just more of like a nuisance. It's never like, you know, I'm never gonna talk. Like we don't talk about those individial interactions. No. Like it's just obviously they happen, but we're never. It's not a bad thing, you know, because obviously people are excited, man. And, you know, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Andre. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you for being here, man. Let me do the outro. And there you have it, folks. A behind-the-scenes peek into the world of Andre, the unsung hero of Team Ninja. Huge shout-out to my main man for all he does to keep the Ninja train chugging along. Don't forget to show him some love in the comments, and stay tuned for more epic adventures on AFK, guys. Until next time, keep slaying those virtual dragons like the true ninjas you are. Peace out.
Bluebell is known for ice cream flavors that push way past the boundaries of amazing tastes. Take our oatmeal cream pie ice cream, for example. It's an oatmeal-flavored ice cream with hints of brown sugar mixed with soft oatmeal cookies and a vanilla icing swirl. Bar none, we've set a sky-high standard for richness and deliciousness. Available in pints and half gallons. If you can't find it, ask for it.
Back so soon? Oh no, what happened?
A little incident at the dog park. We gotta head to the vet.
Oh, not again. These bills.
We can use CashNet USA. We can apply in minutes, get a fast decision, and have the money in the account as soon as the same business day. All right, Cheddar, back in the car.
When you need money fast, be the hero. All loans subject to lender approval. Speed of funding is subject to verifications and your bank's processing times. See CashNetUSA.com for more details.